The Chiefs are looking at their fifth straight.
Looking to get to their fifth straight AFC championship.
AFC championship, which is incredible. But we got to get past the Jags, and that's not really an easy feat.
No, but what it's going to take is the answer for almost every game. It's Patrick Mahomes. Now, this guy is on his way to winning a second NFL MVP award, but we have heard him say this over and over again. That doesn't mean anything without winning Super Bowls. Mahomes is having a stellar season, throwing more than 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns this season, and he's doing without Tyreek Hill. A lot of people are surprised by this. Many so-called pundits didn't even pick the Chiefs to win the AFC West this season when the season began. Well, I asked Chris Jones right after the Raiders game about the satisfaction of sweeping the AFC West, and it was clear by his answer, it was a long answer, that they do pay attention to what other people are saying about them, and they have been playing with that chip on their shoulder, so it's working for them.
All right, Chiefs, #1 seed in the AFC. They're coming off a bye, and when they come off a bye, they almost always win. How does Andy Reid do it?
Yeah.
And he's also something like 16-4 against coaches that were his assistants, which is what today is.
Yeah, he's going up against Doug Peterson.
Yeah. So. Send him off with a different playbook?
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting because, like, you know, and he's very open about talking about what they do during the bye week. So it's not much of a mystery, but it seems to be a mystery to other teams. And so this is what Kara Kornacki recently talked to Carlos Dunlap in the locker room, and he's new to the Kansas City Chiefs this season. And he was asked about the bye week, and with a big smile on his face, he said, nowhere else do you get the week off. He got to go home, he got to do some things, he got to attend to some business, and then he came back rejuvenated. And you could tell by the way he answered that question that this was just a huge morale boost. And why wouldn't you want to give your all to a guy like head coach Andy Reid? I don't know what other teams do, but they do need to take out a page out of Coach Reid's playbook. And oh, by the way, you mentioned what he does against his former assistants. He's 27-4 coming off a bye week. So that's impressive, going up against a former assistant and also coming off a bye week. Head coach Andy Reid, nobody does it better.
Like our chances. Yeah.
All right, so the Chiefs also have a player who's been teased by even Coach Reid as having this really soft voice, but man, he's had some great impact in the end zone.
And you're talking about Jerick McKinnon, and he has just been on fire ever since that Jaguars game when they played the first time around earlier this season. He has really been coming on strong in the second half of the season, and he has given the Chiefs another dimension on the offense. KMBC 9's Karen Kornacki has more on the emergence of McKinnon.
Jerick McKinnon has almost been a secret weapon for the Chiefs, but not anymore. He was named the AFC Player of the Month, and heading into the playoffs, you can bet they have a lot of confidence in him, and he should see a lot of action against the Jaguars.
You know, for me, it's just, staying ready, staying on top of my preparation.
McKinnon's caught 8 touchdown passes in 6 straight games, and a few of those came when Patrick Mahomes was scrambling, looking for anybody open.
I guess chemistry. Sense of being on the same page. Pat is the best in the league when it comes to scrambling outside the pocket and making magical stuff happen. Last year, I seen him and Kelsey do a lot of it. So this year, when the opportunity presented itself, I just tried to find a way to get open. And if he found me, he found me. And along the way, he was able to find me one time, and then just kind of multiplied after that.
He's definitely gained the confidence of number 15.
He just knows how to be in the right spot. I think that's the biggest thing. He has a good sense of the quarterback timing, when to be in there for protection reasons and when to get out. And then whenever he's hot, he always has his eyes around and he's ready to catch the ball. And then he makes special plays when he gets the catch. He seems like he can get in the end zone almost every single time. So he's a vet and a guy that knows what to do whenever he catches the football.
Jerick is also one of the most likable players in the locker room.
Yeah, listen, they love McKinnon. So he's that kind of guy. He's like everybody's big brother. And he's funny. He's got that high-pitched voice, and he's funny as all get out.
I don't know, man. A lot of people been coming up to me telling me I'm funny. I'm not a joke teller. I do have a higher-pitched voice. Coach gets on me every day about that.
Does he ever imitate you like he did?
Oh, all the time. All the time. He did today, too, in offensive meeting. But it's good, though. Like you said, man. He's big on letting everybody show their personality.
Jerick is one of the captains, and he says it's one of the most important awards he's ever received.
That's probably my favorite accolade of late, just because it's voted by my teammates. So it just lets me know what my teammates think of me. My characteristics, what I bring to the team, and that everybody somewhat looks up to me to vote me team captain. So I definitely appreciate that one. But that's probably the one that I love and sticks out the most to me.
Karen Kornacki, KMBC 9 News.
And those are your captains right there, Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tommy Townsend. Wow, when the Chiefs played the Jaguars in Week 10, Patrick Mahomes threw to McKinnon 8 times. He made 6 catches for 56 yards.